Hello dear learners, today we are going to talk about the reversible cholinesterase inhibitors. The reversible cholinesterase inhibitors among the all examples we are going to talk about today, neostigmine, which is again important from the exam point of view. So to start with neostigmine, the very first, as you all know, the classification. Now what is neostigmine? First we will have to see that. So since the name, like what was the name? It is reversible cholinesterase inhibitor. So what do you mean by the word reversible? It is a temporary effect, okay, just for some period of time. Then cholinesterase inhibitor is what? It is nothing but कोलिन एस्टरेज एंजाइम जो है, दैट इज एसिटाइल कोलिन एस्टरेज, उसको इनहिबिट करने वाला, और इट कैन ऑल्सो बी कॉल्ड एज एंटीकोलिनेस्टरेज. ओके, सो एंटीकोलिनेस्टरेज, इफ यू विल फाइंड हियर एंटीकोलिनेस्टरेज, देयर आर टू पार्ट्स, reversible, irreversible. So what is neostigmine? Neostigmine belongs to the class carbamates. As you can see here, this is neostigmine. So other reversible cholinesterase inhibitors are physostigmine, pyridostigmine, hydrophonium, rivastigmine, donepezil, galantamine. And the trick to remember this classification we have already seen in our earlier video. So we are going to talk about this today, neostigmine. So as you understood its category, that what it is, that it is a reversible cholinesterase inhibitor, right? The name is neostigmine. So to start with the topics, like what all things we are going to cover, we are going to talk about its structure, its IUPAC, the properties, uses, official preparation and brand name. So to start with properties, stability, storage, neostigmine, as you can see here in the image, that it is a crystalline white colored powder which is odorless, and it is freely soluble in alcohol and it is soluble in water. And if you talk about the storage, it should be stored in airtight container, as well as it should be protected from the light. So this is very commonest property, like WCP है, odorless है, okay, water soluble है, air light से protect करना है. So this is the commonest property. Then more stable compared to physostigmine. Now as we have discussed here, the other reversible cholinesterase are from carbamates are physostigmine, neostigmine, pyridostigmine, etc. So this one, that is neostigmine, is more stable compared to physostigmine. Now the next we are going to talk about the structure. So if you will see here, all the reversible cholinesterase ka structure is there. Neostigmine is there, pyridostigmine is there, physostigmine is there, hydrophonium is there. So since these are cholinomimetics, what are they? They are cholinomimetics. Means what? They are having a agonistic effect. Okay, so agonistic is what? They are showing similar action, or they are having similar actions as that of acetylcholine is producing. So neostigmine उसका स्ट्रक्चर भी देखो तुम लोग, एसिटलकोलिन के वीडियो में वी हैव सीन द एसिटलकोलिन का स्ट्रक्चर. तो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक क्या है एसिटलकोलिन के स्ट्रक्चर के? 3 पार्ट्स थे. क्वाटर्नरी अमोनियम था, ओके, ईस्टर ग्रुप था, एंड इथाइल ब्रिज था. सो दिस हियर आल्सो क्वाटर्नरी अमोनियम इज देयर, ओके, देन ईस्टर ग्रुप इज देयर. So here ethyl bridge is not there, instead there is a phenyl ring. So phenyl पे, as you can see here, it is hydroxy का hydrogen is replaced with this, and this is quaternary ammonium. So since it is having the same effect, okay, sorry, the same structure, like if you will superimpose the acetylcholine ka structure on this, in acetylcholine it is quaternary ammonium, CH2CH2, and ester group is there. So since these are structurally similar, that is the reason they are mimetics. And structurally similar है तो इसका एक benefit क्या है? Since it is structurally similar, they are going to act on the same receptor, okay, and depending on their property, like based on agonistic or antagonistic action which they are supposed to show, they will show. So see here, neostigmine, it is the cholinomimetic drug, so it will be acting as a agonist, that means same effect as that of acetylcholine ये प्रोड्यूस करेगा. सो इसमें आगे सेम होगा, सारा एसिटलकोलिन के जैसे एक्शंस और यूजेस थे वही एक्शंस यूजेस ये प्रोड्यूस करने वाला है. सो नियोस्टिग्माइन, बट इसमें डिफरेंस क्या है, जैसे कि हम लोगों ने ये कोलिनेस्टरेज इनहिबिटर में दो क्लासेस देखे थे, डायरेक्ट एक्टिंग था एंड इनडायरेक्ट एक्टिंग था. तो अभी ये क्या है, ये इनडायरेक्ट एक्टिंग है. तो डायरेक्ट एक्टिंग क्या करते हैं, डायरेक्टली रिसेप्टर पे जाके अटैच करते हैं, और इनडायरेक्ट एक्टिंग क्या करते हैं, इनडायरेक्ट एक्टिंग रिसेप्टर पे जाके अटैच नहीं होते, वो क्या करते हैं, एसिटलकोलिन एस्टरेज एंजाइम को बाइंड करते हैं, और एसिटलकोलिन एस्टरेज एंजाइम को बाइंड करके उनको ब्लॉक करते हैं, and because of which they are not able to hydrolyze the acetylcholine into choline and acetic acid part, because of which acetylcholine is available at the site and it can show its action. So this way these act, indirect acting drugs. So neostigmine, again it is a indirect acting parasympathomimetic. So here in the IUPAC, if you will see this is the numbering. Quaternary ammonium ka this is the first position and this is the third position. Okay, so if we start from the end, dimethyl carbamate. Okay, so it is ATE, carbamate, ATE at the end, dimethyl. Okay, अभी carbamate क्या है, what is carbamate? डाईमिथाइल जो है, अभी यहाँ पे दो मिथाइल है. इफ यू विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, सी जस्ट लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, when you go to this left hand side here, this is dimethyl. Okay, dimethyl किससे अटैच्ड है, नाइट्रोजन से अटैच्ड है, राइट. सो दिस डाईमिथाइल नाइट्रोजन से अटैच्ड है, देन कार्बोनिल कार्बन है एंड ऑक्सी है. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट, दिस इज कार्बामेट. ओके, कंप्लीट डाईमिथाइल जो है, और दिस वन इज कार्बामेट एंड ट्राईमिथाइल अमोनियम ब्रोमाइड. तो अभी ये ट्राईमिथाइल है, दिस इज अमोनियम. अभी ये ब्रोमाइड सॉल्ट में एग्जिस्ट करता है, बट दिस इज नॉट डिपिक्टेड इन द पिक्चर ब्रोमाइड. सो इट इज ट्राईमिथाइल अमोनियम डाईमिथाइल कार्बामेट. ओके, तो अभी बचा क्या, दिस इज कार्बामेट. अभी बचा क्या, मेटाहाइड्रोक्सीफिनाइल. सो दिस इज फिनाइल एंड दिस इज लाइक एज यू कैन सी हियर, दिस इज द ऑक्सी. ओके, सो ऑक्सी क्यों है ये, क्योंकि हाइड्रोक्सी का हाइड्रोजन रिप्लेस हो चुका है डाईमिथाइल कार्बामेट से. ओके, सो दिस इज मेटाहाइड्रोक्सीफिनाइल एंड द सब्स्टिट्यूएंट्स आर, इट इज ट्राईमिथाइल अमोनियम and dimethyl carbamate. Okay, so this is the structure and the IUPAC. Next, if we'll see, as you all know, here again we have discussed in acetylcholine also. If you'll go through the video of acetylcholine, just it produces the same actions like this. Since as you all know, the receptors, muscarinic receptors and nicotinic receptors, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5 and NM, NN. For this I will request you to go through our earlier videos of cholinergic drugs, जैसे कि its neurotransmitters receptors. Okay, then acetylcholine का video, and then you will understand this one much better. Now here muscular contraction में कैसे involved है neostigmine, because मसल्स पे M3 रिसेप्टर्स प्रेजेंट है आईज के, सॉरी दिस इज प्यूपिल को कॉन्ट्रैक्शन का काम करता है. ओके, सो दिस इज प्रोड्यूसिंग meiotic effect since it is responsible for constricting the pupil. Now how it is, let's see this one. This is the characteristic use. Now the explanation for this I have included in the video of acetylcholine. कैसे pupil को contract करता है, उसका diagram is also there. Normal pupil is there, dilated pupil is there and constricted pupil is there. So you are supposed to refer to that video. Then lungs, if you will see, it produces bronchoconstriction. Now why bronchoconstriction? Since M3 receptors are present, it is having stimulatory action. Okay, since it is stimulatory in nature, so it will constrict, so it is causing bronchoconstriction, and because of bronchoconstriction it is increasing the secretions. Okay, then if you will find here heart and blood vessel, since M2 receptors are present and this is a even number, so this will produce a inhibitory action on heart, that it is decreasing the heart rate, and blood vessel it is dilating the blood vessel. So वेसल का डायलेशन होने के वजह से क्या होता है, अगर ब्लड वेसल डायलेट हो रहे हैं तो ब्लड विल इजीली फ्लो एंड ब्लड प्रेशर विल ड्रॉप, एंड हार्ट पे इट डिक्रीजेज द हार्ट रेट एंड फोर्स ऑफ कंट्रैक्शन. ओके, देन नेक्स्ट इज गैस्ट्रोइंटेस्टाइनल. ओके, दिस M3 receptors are present. Now since this is odd, this is stimulatory in nature, so it is going to increase the peristalsis and it is going to increase the secretions even, since it is stimulatory in nature, M3 receptors. Again when you come to bladder again, since M3 receptor contraction, then salivary glands again M1 or M3 receptors, so it is going to increase the secretions, and since it is having a contraction, it is contracting the bladder, it is used in treatment of urinary retention. Next is uses of neostigmine. So when we come to the characteristic uses, now we have seen that it is acting same as that of acetylcholine. Now what is the characteristic use of neostigmine? That it is used in the treatment of myasthenia gravis. तो भी myasthenia gravis क्या है? Myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune disorder. तो इसमें क्या होता है, इसमें मसल्स का वीकनेस होता है. अभी ये वीकनेस क्यों होता है? क्योंकि एंटीबॉडीज़ जो सर्कुलेट होते हैं वो एसिटाइलकोलिन को ब्लॉक करते हैं, मतलब वो रिसेप्टर्स, नॉट एसिटाइलकोलिन, रिसेप्टर्स को ब्लॉक करते हैं. और अगर एसिटाइलकोलिन के रिसेप्टर्स ब्लॉक हो जाते हैं तो एसिटाइलकोलिन इज नॉट एबल टू एक्ट, एसिटाइलकोलिन इज नॉट एबल टू प्रोड्यूस इट्स इफेक्ट, बिकॉज ऑफ विच muscle weakness is arising. Okay, and since we want to treat this muscle weakness, we are using this mimetic drug which is reversibly acting and indirectly too. So this neostigmine, what it will do, it will go to acetylcholinesterase enzyme. Okay, since it belongs to carbamates, it will bind on the acetylcholinesterase enzyme to both the side, estetic side also and anionic site also, and it will engage that enzyme which is responsible for hydrolysis of acetylcholine, and then acetylcholine will be available at the site of receptor, and ये रिसेप्टर ब्लॉक ना होने की वजह से, ये रिसेप्टर अगर फ्री रहते हैं तो एसिटाइलकोलिन जाके अपना काम कर सकता है. So this characteristic use is there of that of neostigmine, which can be asked in the exam for 1 mark, that name the drug used in treatment of myasthenia gravis. Okay, and characteristic use पे क्वेश्चन ये चैप्टर से ज़्यादा आते हैं. myasthenia gravis में यूज़ होने वाला ड्रग, ओके, मायोटिक एक्शन प्रोड्यूस करने वाला ड्रग, मतलब ग्लूकोमा के ट्रीटमेंट में यूज़ होने वाला ड्रग. देन दे आर आस्किंग यू एंटी पार्किंसन ड्रग, ओके, so anti Alzheimer's drug. So all these 1 mark questions are also important from this chapter. Then next is official preparations. So neostigmine is existing in the dosage forms like tablet and injections. Both are official in IB and BP, Indian Pharmacopoeia and British Pharmacopoeia. Neostigmine tablet IP and BP, and neostigmine injection IP and BP. Next is the brand names. Like the brands, if you will see into the picture, if you look into the picture, these are the various brand. Now this is tilstigmine, as you can see here in the image, tilstigmine. Okay, then this is flagstick. Okay, then this is this one myostigmine. Okay, and the last one it is stigmerase. Okay, so these are the brands: myostigmine, prostigmine, bloxivors, tilstigmine, flagstick, and there are various other brands available in the market of that of neostigmine. So with this we finish with the neostigma इनका complete detail. Right from the properties, stability, storage, then structure, IUPAC, its mechanism of action, pharmacological actions produced and characteristic use that it is used in the treatment of myasthenia gravis, which is a muscular weakness. Thank you.